Greetings, YouTube. Today we're looking at the Kershaw Hotwire. This is 1310WMX. And, that's just a little tip cover in there. Pertinent stats, 3CR13 bead blast finish, handle glass-filled nylon, blade 3 inches, close 3.7 inches, reversible pocket clip, and liner lock. So here we go. I'm going to give you a nice look at this before I open it. This is a wonderful slim profile. Apparently my neighbor wanted to be in the video. So here you can see the attachment points for the clip, which is on this side right here. So you just move that over here if you happen to be a southpaw. And this is a flipper. No other mechanisms to open it with. Now, one thing I did like about this, these here give you a grip, which is nice, but it's really centers the pivot, and it just looks aesthetically clean. I really like that. So, it's a flipper and assisted opening. So here we have a reverse Tanto modified worn clip. This is a very shallow curve. I will have to admit, I would be a little happier if it were a true worn clip, but you can't have everything. But this knife is so clean, and there's nothing extra on this. It feels good. It moves well. And when it comes to closing it, you do have to overcome the torsion bar. But, and I've seen this in at least 2 other Kershaw knives that I recently reviewed, the torsion bar doesn't engage until there. Which means I can now grab this here or anywhere along the blade, and I get lots of leverage. And it pulls it in right at the end. I'm going to see if I can get that in there. So I'm going to bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. There you go. Chunk! Just sucks it right in there. It has a really nice retention. And speaking of retention, there is a ball bearing on the liner lock, which has a solid halfway point. No movement in either this direction or that direction, so well constructed. There is no jimping on the blade at all, so it's a nice clean profile. It is not sharp. It is nicely rounded on the blade. There is some jimping here on the inside here, which this is the point where you're going to be pushing for the flip action, so that is quite acceptable, and it is rounded and large enough that it is not aggressive on your finger, and the same style of jimping is here on the liner lock itself, and again, large, rounded, not overly aggressive, and this scale is slightly lower than the other scale, so you have easy access to that, and again, very, very comfortable. Now, just as when I was talking about the Injection 3.0, which a knife I really, really love, I said that I would prefer a knife that was a little bit bigger, and lo and behold, the Injection 3.5 came out, and that has been my go-to blade for a long time. If they put this out in a 3.5 version, the Injection is definitely going to have some competition, because this is so clean. And it's just, I mean, you can take the clip off this, throw it in your pocket, and it just looks like a nice, slim, gentleman's folder. It's not aggressive, it's not large, it's not intimidating. Yes, it is a flipper with assisted opening, so that might make certain people nervous, but not anything to worry about. And it's just so civilized looking. It has a nice bead blast finish, hollow grind with a secondary bevel, and it comes out of the box with a reasonable, usable edge, which I like. Interesting, you can actually feel the logo and the information on the other side. So I think that's not just printed. I think that might be laser etched. I'm not positive, but I can feel it. And I don't remember the last time I noticed that on a knife, but I noticed it here. So this is just, it's very light, it's very comfortable. This is an incredibly solid design. And I picked this up at Walmart in August of 2016 for $9.98 new. You cannot beat that. I have never seen a knife of this quality at that price point for ever. Kershaw continues to impress me. And I know that I sound like a Kershaw fanboy, but guess what? I'm a Kershaw fanboy. They keep making knives like this. I'm going to continue to be really, really impressed by them. So I'm hoping they put out a 3.5 version of the Hotwire, because I will be all over that. And it's just lovely.